Greetings, dear viewer. Unfortunately, a lot of animals live without a home, love, necessary care, and medical care. They hardly find food for themselves, and their every day is a struggle for survival. The little kitten was only 5 weeks old when he was discovered on the street. He was in a very bad condition, thin, hungry, and fly larvae were already crawling over his tiny body. His days were numbered. Fortunately, he was discovered by a woman named Ashton, who was on a bike ride with her friend. She decided to help this baby. They put the kitten in a bicycle basket and rushed to the nearest veterinary clinic. The veterinarian prescribed the kitten a course of antibiotics and cleared it of all parasites. Ashton knew that the baby needed a home and decided to take him in. So their first night in the new house passed. Ashton was very happy with the fact that she had a pet. She always dreamed of having a cat, but her father and brother were allergic to them, so she was not allowed to have cats. She called him Dizzy. Dizzy had no problems with adaptation, and he easily made friends with 2 other dogs who live with Ashton. The dogs also welcomed the new guest with joy. Surrounded by love and care, our little hero quickly grew up and became a real handsome man. It's hard to believe that it's all the same cat. It's just amazing. And here's another story. Meet this Ashton, and he is the saddest cat not only on the internet, but all over the world. This cat lived out his days in a shelter where he was planned to be put down. His spine was shattered, his paw was damaged, and his ear was crippled. Apparently, the cat was attacked by some big animal. The shelter workers said that Ashton always looked sad, did not eat anything, did not drink, and did not even move, as if he knew that he should be put down soon. Ashton no longer hoped to be saved, but a miracle happened, and an employee of a veterinary clinic, after hearing the story of the cat, decided to take it for herself. She knew she had to pick him up and act quickly to save the cat's life. We quickly settled everything and brought him home. Ashton was a little scared, but he probably understood that he was finally saved. As soon as Ashton arrived at his house, he was incredibly transformed within the first hour. We sat with him for about an hour. He was constantly purring, smiling, and cuddling, thanking us for saving him. I like to think that he knew he was safe and found a home for himself forever. Although the doctors told us that Ashton would not be able to walk, he not only walked, but was able to run. And even though Ashton is still on painkillers, now he can't be called the saddest cat on the internet. And here's another story. The girl Carmen from the Private Society for the Rescue of Cats went to the trailer park. The woman found out that stray cats were seen there and decided to check the situation. When she arrived there and began to question the locals, someone pointed out to her a tiny kitten that was crawling by the trailers. Carmen was horrified when she saw this baby. The kitten was very small and was wet from head to toe and covered with mud. And when the woman picked it up, she found that there were also a huge number of fleas on it. People walked back and forth past the suffering kitten, who could barely walk, but no one stopped and helped him. Carmen was not going to recruit cats that day, but she could not leave the cub in trouble. She immediately carried him to her car. It was a great luck for a little boy that I came to the trailer park that day. It was quite cold when the residents showed it to me. While I was driving him, I tried to warm him up as much as possible. In addition to dirt, the kitten suffered from infection, his eyes watered and were covered with a dried crust. Carmen immediately arranged for him a bathroom with flea repellent and washed the kitten's eyes. She gave the kitten the name Liam. To make it more pleasant for Lime to sleep, Carmen put a soft toy in his nest. When the kitten was full and warmed up, he began to purr when he was stroked. In just one day, the kitten's condition improved dramatically. His eyes cleared up and he turned out to have an excellent appetite, which is a sign of the absence of serious illnesses. During the day, he even gained a little weight. Now Carmen is hoping that everything will be fine with him in the future and he will successfully grow into a beautiful cat. Meanwhile, adult stray cats were found in the trailer park and now Carmen and her friends are trying to catch them. And here's another story. A month ago, while visiting her grandmother, a young girl Kimberly saw a street cat in the backyard. It was her first encounter with a stray animal. The kitty was then seen by other residents of the small town, but no one wanted to shelter her. Kimberly prepared for the next meeting in advance by buying food and pouring water for the kitty. The kitty turned out to be hungry, quickly pouncing on the offered delicacy. After she had eaten enough, it was time for tenderness and gratitude. The kitty began to caress and bask in the girl's hand, as if saying, "Thank you." It became clear that the kitty had chosen this girl and decided to stay with her. I took her to the vet for an examination. She turned out to be healthy, says Kimberly. I immediately realized that she did not choose me by chance. She's my treasure now. Kimberly named the kitty Ada. Now Ada is constantly near her savior and even sleeps always next to her. I used to think that cats were very cold and indifferent to people. But Ada completely changed my mind. She is tenderness itself. Sometimes, I look at Ada and don't understand how I deserve such happiness, and Ada turned out to be a very smart cat. The only thing Kimberly asked her about was not getting on the laptop. And now Ada just bypasses him. She was a stray cat, and now she has become a plush bear cub. There is an infinite amount of tenderness in her. One day, Kimberly had to go to the hospital because of a severe bruise on her arm. When the girl returned home, the kitty hugged her sore arm for a long time and slept on it. We don't choose cats, they choose us. And we should be grateful to fate when we appear in their lives. If you liked the story, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with friends and family.